we found it really helpful when possible to take like audio recordings. And so we would just, when we were having a conference, we would just say, is it okay if we record this? So that we can go back later and listen to it. And what I would do a lot of times afterwards, when I had time, was in the evening after everyone's in bed, I would put headphones on and transcribe those conversations into a Word document, and then save it with the date in a file or in a folder for those particular transcripts, so that if ever there was some question that maybe we didn't agree about what we remembered about a conversation, or there was some question about what the doctors had said at the time, or some question about his condition, we could always go back and just, it was word for word there, and it was not a case of we have to, which of us has the better memory, or which of us feels stronger that their memory is the better. It was, it's just there in the words.
We've used, I think it's called the Lionheart app, and it has a place for notes, and it has medications, and it will set the alarms. You can do them at different times, and when you need to get the new prescription refill. And we just liked the alarms a little bit better, and it worked for us. It's really troubleshooting what works for every family is very important, and also not to feel frustrated, because there are so many different organization tools that could work, and some of them look amazing and just did not work for us. And so not to get frustrated with that too, I think is really important. We have enough to worry about. So just keep on trying, and you'll figure out a system that will actually work for you, and it will flow, and you'll feel amazing.
We have a 6-page synopsis of her health information that I always have in the front of her binder. And so actually when I have to call 911, which thankfully is not a lot anymore, but I used to, there was a point I was calling every couple days. And so that became priceless. I got thanked by I don't even know how many EMTs for having information, because when they show up to a place and they don't know somebody or they don't see them often, the hardest thing is especially seeing a child who's complex and having no idea where to start. A lot of times, they won't administer meds because they don't know what the child's on. So it actually, for Maddie, it allows it so in an emergency situation, she can receive care right away, because they're able to see what meds she's on, what's going on with her.
We primarily use Dropbox to store information on Caleb. He just has his own folder that's shared between my wife and I, and we both have access to it. We can share documents out of that folder very easily, and put stuff in there easily, and it's backed up and kind of secure. But it's much easier than any hospital's medical records that we found. OneNote is Microsoft's version of a notebook. So it has sections and pages, and you can create new pages, and you can kind of dump any sort of information into it. We also use Google Docs. So Caleb has a kind of a summary document that is very easy to share to new therapists, new service providers, about what he likes, what he doesn't like things to avoid, how to engage with him, motivators, those sorts of things that come up repeatedly, as well as like critical health information and meds he's on. And that document is some for service providers and then some for family or caretakers who also cover Caleb when we need a break, or in the event that we die, they have access to it, so they won't be starting from scratch.